Hello, beautiful. Welcome to High Vibe Honey for the 6th of May, 2019. I'm your host, Gala Darling. Welcome back. These cards are unbelievable. If you've never been here before, I pull tarot cards for us for the week so we have some guidance, and then we use tapping, which is an energy psychology technique, to remove any blockages that we may be feeling about the blessings we've received in these cards. Because if I tell you something amazing is going to happen, but you think like, oh, I don't really deserve it, or I'm not really worthy, or whatever, you're not going to get there, are you? So before we get started, I wanted to say a massive hello and welcome and thank you to everyone who signed up for Radical Rituals Abundance, my money manifesting class. There are well over 4,000 of you in the class now, and I am getting the most amazing emails and DMs from you sharing your results, and honestly, nothing gives me more joy than hearing those stories. They are so beautiful, and I'm so excited for all of you. So if you signed up, congratulations. If you didn't, maybe you'll join us in the future for another round. It's not open right now, but I'm so glad to have so many of you doing it and to be learning how to manifest money. It's such an important skill to know how to do. So our cards for the week, I have used the Lovely Omens tarot cards, and these cards are absolutely fantastic, and you will laugh when you hear what's come up. So our first card is the Page of Pentacles. And this is so appropriate for where we are, especially with so many of you doing the abundance class, because the Page of Pentacles is all about manifesting. It's about knowing what you want and having that vision and having lots of inspiration and energy and enthusiasm towards it. So what this says is that you're really in the early stages of doing something new, creating something new, putting your energy into a new project, and you're really excited about it. And I think this is appropriate for many of you, and it's definitely appropriate for me too. I am also working on a new project. As you may have gathered over the past few weeks, I've been dropping little hints here and there. Now, one of the coolest things about this card is that it tells us that success comes from acquiring new skills. How fucking true is that, right? That's the thing. The things that we have learned have gotten us to this level, to this place where we are right now. But in order to graduate into a new level, in order to do bigger and better things, we need to upgrade our skills. So if you're in the abundance class, this is exactly what you're doing. You're learning to upgrade your skills so that you can get to a new level. And no matter what you're doing in life, no matter what your project is or your vision is or your passion is, you will not get to a new level unless you learn new capabilities, new skills, network with different people, and hear some different kinds of solutions. And this is really a card about entrepreneurship. I know that so many of you either own your own business or would like to. And this card tells us that, well, it's really just like it's the personality card of the entrepreneur. You know, the entrepreneur has a vision. The entrepreneur knows how they want to change the world, and they're excited about it, and they are committed to putting their energy towards that subject. And that's such an exciting, beautiful place to be. I'm there, and I'm glad that you're there with me, and I'm glad that the cards reflect that we're all in this place together. Nothing feels better than creating something that serves other people and makes them happy. So, virtual high five. Ding! And I'm glad that this card came up for us, and it tells me that we're all just on the right track, and that's a really beautiful thing. Our second card of the week is the Star. I love the Star. Such a beautiful card. The Star is the card of personal transformation and hope and feeling inspired. And it's also the card that says that you are blessed by the universe. And I mean, we all know that we are blessed by the universe. We all know that the universe is looking out for us and has our best interests at heart, and nothing is ever going wrong, even if it may look that way when we zoom out and we look at it from a big picture perspective, or we look at it 3 months, 6 months, a year down the track. We realize that everything played out exactly as it was supposed to. But this card just reminds us that we are truly being blessed by the universe all the time. And this card also speaks to generosity. So it may be that you are interested in now sharing what you know with other people. Or maybe you are interested in donating your time or your energy or your money to a cause or a group or people that you know. Maybe you are wanting to have bigger impact by being generous. And that's really lovely. So that's what this card says. And it really tells us that we are in a time of personal transformation. And these other two cards that came up, like, just stack that up. So let's talk about the third card, because the third card we got is the Eight of Pentacles. Can I get a round of applause, please? That is 3 weeks in a row that we have had the Eight of Pentacles. How crazy is that? And this is a totally different deck of cards. This isn't like I just didn't shuffle the other deck last time twice in a row. No. This is a completely different set of cards, and we got the Eight of Pentacles again. How crazy is that? The messages, they just come through thick and fast, and that's the craziest thing about tarot cards. Even if you are like, I don't know if I believe in this, I don't know how this works, sometimes I feel like the messages are really hard to argue with. So the Eight of Pentacles really plays well with the Page of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles is about apprenticeship, and it's about up-leveling your skills and learning new ones. And sometimes it's about studying under somebody else and getting their advice, getting their wisdom, and really applying yourself. I have just completed an online course. I started it on, I think, Wednesday, and I just finished it this morning. I immersed myself in this course. I used every free bit of time I had to really focus on it. I've been making notes. I've been doing all these action steps, and it has felt really good. And this is exactly where I'm at. I am in an apprenticeship area of my life where I have lots of great skills and things that I'm doing, but I want to be so much better. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting the necessary education so that I can be the best that I can be. And that feels really good. And like I've been saying for the past 2 weeks, success is a byproduct of quality and dedication. So remember, whatever it is that you're doing, and the Page of Pentacles says you're enthusiastic, you've got the desire, you've got the enthusiasm, you're energetic, you're excited about this thing, and that's amazing. This card just reminds us to keep our focus on the thing that we are moving towards. Don't get distracted. I know there are a million other things going on, but if this thing is important to you, and I know that it is, please apply yourself. Put your energy there. It doesn't matter what you're doing in your life, whether this is you're taking my abundance course, or whether you are going back to school, or you're upgrading your business, whatever it is. This card just says keep that laser beam focus, and you cannot go wrong. Don't let the little things distract you. Don't let your to-do list distract you. Think about legacy. Think about what you want to create. Yes, there's a million little things that you could do here and there to keep you busy. Busy work makes us feel productive sometimes. It makes us feel like we're getting it done. But are you really doing the things that matter? This card is like the let's not fuck around card. It says, let's go. Put your focus on this. Keep working. Keep pushing through. Now, here's the interesting thing about this week's reading. I looked at the card on the bottom of the deck, which tells us about just the general foundation of where we are and what we're feeling. And the card that came out was the High Priestess. Now, the card of the High Priestess is about tuning into your intuition, and it's also about creativity. And when we couple it with the Star, it tells us that we are making some transformational personal changes based on our intuition, based on a hunch that we have that things need to change, that things should be different, that there's a better way that we could be doing things or running our lives and what have you. So these two cards together, the High Priestess and the Star, are a really powerful couple. And my read on this, when we put the Star and the High Priestess together with the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, this tells me that it's important to gather information from other sources, to ask for wisdom, to read the books, to listen to the podcast, to take the courses, to take the classes, but that we are ultimately the authority of our own lives, and not to let that fact get dismissed. Everybody has an opinion about how you should do things in your life, how you should run your business, where you should put your energy, what you should spend your time on, what you should spend your money on. But nobody knows the answer to that except for you. And so this week's tapping is about tuning into the fact that you are the authority of your own life, that you know best, and that you have access to your internal wisdom and power all the time. So that's what we're going to tap on this week. We're just going to really get access to that place within ourselves, which is going to be so powerful and so exciting. And I'm really thrilled for you all to do this. And those of you who are subscribers to my book just got the new chapter on Wednesday. Chapter 10 came out. So those of you that received the latest chapter also got 3 tapping sessions. And the 3 tapping sessions that came with chapter 10 were: I have so much more to give. I have the most energy in the room, and I will not hesitate. Holy shit, they're so powerful. They're really beautiful tapping sessions. And when you couple that with the tapping we're going to do today and these cards that came through, it tells us such an unmistakable message, which is that we are driving towards something important, that it is really vital for us to take the chance, take the leap, to act when we feel the inspiration, to follow the momentum and let it sway us and move us towards where we want to go. I'm in the middle of doing this new project, and I was talking to somebody about it, and they said, there's no rush. Why don't you just take your time with it? And maybe you could release it in September or something like that. And I said, well, I want to start working on it now because I'm really excited about it now. And I know that when I put my energy into it now, that energy will translate and I'll get more momentum and it'll feel good. And it may take a while for it to come together. And obviously I'm going to do it at the best of my capability, but I want to act on it right now while the momentum is high and while I'm excited and while I feel good about it. And if I set my deadline of the 1st of September, I'll probably just waste my time until the 1st of August, and then I'll start working on it. And by then, all the energy and juice will have drained out of the project and it won't be exciting to me anymore. So maybe you're in a similar position where people are like, you know what, there's no rush, take your time, blah, blah, blah. And absolutely, it's important to do things well. So don't just shove them out the door. But there's a happy medium, right? There's a difference between just getting it done and doing a sloppy job so it's done quickly, and taking your time too much and hesitating and procrastinating and putting it off. There's a beautiful happy medium where we get things done in a timely manner and we use our excitement and our enthusiasm to its best advantage. When you're feeling excited and enthusiastic about something, don't waste it. It's the best tool you have in your arsenal. If you're enthusiastic, everything else will come. And if you're energetic, you can figure out the solution to any problem in the world. So when you're feeling that naturally, when it's already arisen within you, use that shit and you cannot go wrong. So grab your fluid of choice, get hydrated, have a good old guzzle, and we are going to jump into this tapping. Again, just like the last, trillion weeks, because we are only tapping in the positive, we don't need to use the karate chop point to tune in. We're just going to tap on the points, and we're going to tap in some really powerful affirmations that are going to make you feel so good. I'd love to hear how you feel after doing this tapping. Are you ready? You were born ready. That was a trick question. All right, let's get into this. I am the authority of my own life. And I always know what is best for me. Even though the people around me may be smart, and they may have my best interests at heart, they still don't really know how I feel. They still are not in my brain or my body. And they don't truly know what I want from my life. In fact, no matter how well someone knows me, they will never truly understand this. And there's a reason for that. The reason for that is that I am in control of my own life. I am the one who makes the choices. I am the one who makes the decisions. And I am the one who acts. So no matter what people may be saying to me, I am going to remember that I am the authority of my life. I am the queen of my own kingdom. And it's a badass kingdom. And even though sometimes I may feel confused or unsure about what to do next, the truth is that the answers always reside inside me. The truth is my subconscious always knows what to do. So I am committed to listening to myself. When I am feeling unsure, I will listen to my intuition. And I will do what it tells me to do. I will remember how powerful I am. And I will remember that my vision is the most valuable thing I have. When I allow other people to put their fingers in my vision, it gets really murky really quickly. Even when they have the best intentions, even when they're super intelligent, with lots of life experience, I still know what is best for me. So even though sometimes I want to ask everybody else for their opinion, this week I am going to remember that I don't need to do that. This week, I will be the queen of my own kingdom. This week, I will take matters into my own hands. I will allow my excitement and my momentum to pull me forward to do the things that I know will be best for me, to make decisions that I know will make me feel good, to do things that will add to my legacy and create an awesome life for myself. It's going to feel easy and it's going to feel great. And so it is. Deep breath in, hold it at the top, and then let it go. I love that one. It's such a powerful thing to remember that we really are in charge of our own lives. And people will have the best, most convincing arguments for why we should do what they think we should do. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with taking people's information and wisdom on board and listening. It's important that we do that. But I don't want you to allow yourself to get derailed, because truly you do know what is best. You do know what is going to light you up and what is going to feel like a burden. You do know whether you should stay or whether you should go. You know the answer. And often the reason why we're asking for opinions, or we're like, what do you think about this, is because we're afraid to make the jump. We're afraid to do the thing because we know that if we take a big risk, our life is going to change. But change is a beautiful thing. Transformation is so important. It's what got you here. Change is never over. So what if we looked at it as a positive thing? What if we looked at change, even though it's sometimes scary, as the thing that gets us to the place where we really want to be, the place where we get to exercise our massive amounts of potential, the place where we get to tap into who we truly are? How fucking good would that feel? Oh, it would feel amazing. So here is your homework for this week. The first thing I would love you to do is click below on the button that says subscribe and hit the bell next to it. That way, as soon as any High Vibe Honey videos or Gala Darling Show episodes go up, you will be the first to know. You'll get a notification on your phone or on your computer. It'll go ding and you will know, and you will be the first High Vibe Honey on the scene. What a baller. And the second thing I would like for you to do is comment below and tell us what is one thing you're going to do this week that will move you closer to your dream, your goal, your manifestation. Are you going to write an email, sign up for a course? Are you going to end the relationship? Are you going to look for a different job? Are you going to do some market research? What is it that you're going to do that's going to move you closer to where you want to be? And remember, you already know what you need to do, where you should be going. You have so much wisdom inside you, and it's time that we practice accessing it. Because the more practice we have at accessing it, the easier it'll be to hear it. The faster it'll come up. The less we'll walk around confused and soul-searching. It'll just be obvious. It'll be right here all the time. So that's what we've got for High Vibe Honey this week. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to be in Miami on Wednesday, the 8th of May. That's in like 4 days or something. I would love for you to come to our Radical Self-Love Workshop. You're going to learn incredible tools. You're going to have a great time. You're going to feel so good about yourself by the time we're done. And you're also going to meet some other super bad bitches who you'll be like, did we just become best friends? I think so. So I would love to see you there. The link for the tickets is below. And like I said, I'd love to hear what you're going to do this week that's going to move you closer to your big, sexy dream. And let's get excited about it together. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for coming back every week. You're the best. Have a beautiful week, and I'll be back next week.